Good morning, dear students of class 9th. I welcome you all to the second class where we will proceed with the revision of chapter 1 in geography, which is India, location and size. Children, in the previous class, we discussed the four major topics from which we need to go through in this chapter. Number 1, India's location. Number 2, India's size. Then India and the world and its neighbors. So India's location we discussed in today's class, children. Now we are going to study the extent of India, means how big India is. So in nutshell we can say India's size. I hope, children, you people have read the chapter. I hope you people have been ready with your pen and a register where you will frame some notes which I am going to give you. Children, all these points which I am going to discuss, they are the crux of the whole chapter, wherein while learning you can go through these points and then here you go, the chapter is easily comprehended. Now, India's size. Number 1, total area of India is 3.28 million square kilometer, which is 2.4% of the total area of the world. So the total area of the world, out of that, India is 2.4%. But if you measure the size of India, it is 3.8 million square kilometers. Second, it is the 7th largest country in the world, children. Then it has land boundaries of 15,200 kilometers. All over the land boundaries where India is connecting with other nations, if you total all those land boundaries, then we will get the summary of the sum. The total is 15,200 kilometers. And the total length of the coastline of the mainland, including Andaman and Nicobar, means not just the V part of India, the total coastline, since Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Lakshadweep Islands are also as a part of India. So we have to cover the coastline of these two islands also. So including these is 7.516.6 kilometers. Alright, children. Now, 7,516.6 kilometers. So in the northwest and the northeast of India, Yangfold Mountains bounds it. Children, it means that in the northwestern part, if you divide the map of India, north, south, and if you are seeing me that from my right hand, and obviously from your right hand will be your northeast, towards your left hand will be your northwest. So children, in the northeastern part and northwestern part, India is bounded by what mountain ranges? The Yangfold Mountains, and you need to give the name very quickly, which are Himalayas. Now, since we know the total coastline, since we know the total neighboring, the border of India, then it is the 7th largest country. Now we will come to the next important part of the size of India. South of India is about 22 degree north latitude. Okay, why are we mentioning north latitude? Can somebody answer? Since I cannot hear you, it is not a live class. I know many of you must have known the answer. India lies completely in the northern hemisphere, right? So 22 degree north latitude. India narrows and finally extends towards the Indian Ocean. It also divides into two seas. India is dividing two seas, Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal, children. Then the latitudinal and longitudinal extent of the mainland is about 30 degrees. Then children, the time along the standard meridian passing through Mirzapur in UP is 82.5 degrees east, or you can also write 82 degrees 30 east. Children, you have to be very, very particular about writing these values. Very obvious and a very, very important question which always comes for your 1 mark. Standard meridian, mention the angular value. If not, give the angular value and tell which place it passes through in India. So the standard meridian of India is 82.5 degrees east. Number 2, it passes through Mirzapur in UP. The time gap between Arunachal Pradesh, that is the easternmost part, and Gujarat is about 2 hours. Okay, the total time lag between the two. But since it is a part of one country only, we follow just one standard time, children. Okay, now this much is for today's class, because these points you need to memorize and learn. Children, this is not the first explanation class where Pallavi ma'am taught you this chapter. Second, I before vacations did a recap. Then this is the third time we are revising this chapter. But one humble request to all the students of class 9B and D. Children, please log in through Google Classroom apps. It feels very disheartening to see that teachers are preparing the content again and again, but students think they know everything and they don't even log in, children. It makes us feel very disheartened. At least I know about myself. With efforts, children, we try and explain again and again, but you people do not even log in through your Google Classroom apps, wherein we can mark the attendance. It is very easy for us to mark the attendance. You people are not realizing the importance of this. So please go through the content, since it is not a big 40-50 minutes video, a short little video where you can understand the topic easily, gradually. So I hope you all read the chapter till here and then prepare it for the next class, wherein I will see you in the next class. Thank you so much and have a nice day, children. Bye-bye.